Yo, what up, everybody? Today I wanted to showcase some gameplay of everyone's favorite grandpa, and no, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Monkey D. Garp, Harambe himself. Obviously, we didn't get to use him a ton during his meta because we steered away from EX abuse. And while it is still EX abuse, especially if you queue into a match without Kizaru's, with the introduction of Kizaru, the Garp usage has gone into the gutter, and people seem to have this misconception that he is completely unplayable, and that is not at all the case. Garp is still a very strong, very good attacker in the right hands. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this up and show you why. All right, let's get this match started. So the first thing I always do is assess how many Kizarus I'm facing, and it lets me know how cautious of a player I need to be as Garp. And it looks like we're only facing one, so just keeping track of that one skill one versus multiple is going to make this a lot easier on us. But yeah, here we just fight Law. He's going to use an invincible skill at some point. I'm just going to counter it with my own. Timed it so I didn't get hit and that we got the knockdown. And unfortunately, Kizaru did hit us, but it did not KO us, so we're throwing out hitboxes to get our shield back. We lose it, so we throw out the hitbox again, and Kizaru just blindly runs into it. Luckily, we pick up a KO there. Gave us Galaxy Impact, which is going to allow us to pick up the KO on the Claw, and we just get away from Green Bull here. I don't want to lose the attack stacks we worked hard for, so just let him do his thing. I'm going to dodge into a treasure area safely, and that allows us to pick up a free shield there, dodge back into the treasure area, and pick up another knockdown there. And we're getting double teamed, so we do have to play this well. So what I need to do is bait his dodge, and then luckily my hitbox interrupted his because I actually should have been KO'd there, but take it. He's going to invincible skill at some point, or shield rather, and so I just Galaxy Impact to go through it and pick up some HP. Hit a Galaxy Divide here to get some more HP and a knockdown because he was stuck in animation. I gotta get away from Kizaru here. Have to get away. He ends up baiting my dodge, but luckily we got out of range. But I threw out the blue hole as a response because I had no dodge. And I'm going to throw out hitboxes because I know he's going to walk into it. And sure enough, he did. Gives us our shield back. I have skill. He still thinks that I'm just running away from him, so I just turn around and throw that. Now I have Galaxy Impact, and this is a sure win. He has no skill 2. He didn't land enough hits on us to get his skill 1 back. There was no choice but to dodge there, so he ended up getting KO'd, and that was nice for us. I don't want to waste skills on too nearly dead people, but this guy's going to TP close to me, and he's just going to get, blue holed immediately. And now we're looking for the second Lucci. I'm going to let my team handle the Green Bull and the Ace, just because this is a little easier for me. He TP next to me. I got Galaxy Impact on deck, but I don't think I need to use it. He's already low HP. I'm just going to sit with Green Bull just to babysit, make sure he gets KO'd. And now we have to play this Kizaru match. So I did not have dodge there, so I Galaxy Impacted on reaction, and luckily he walked through the Green Bull area, so he wasn't full HP, so he ended up just getting hit by the lingering hitbox after. Waited for a while to make any sort of action and just blue hole, and I'm just gonna bully units here because this is 6 standing all over again, right? He's gonna dodge, Galaxy Impact, that's gonna hit both. Well, I'll pick up both, but here I'm out in China with with no plane ticket home, so eventually I was going to get KO'd. But yeah, really good match. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this match we have 3 Kizarus and Niji. So this one's going to be a little more tough on us, right? But what I want to do is, I can't capture C, so I'm going to go up here to fake pressure A. I can't start capturing that because 3 Kizarus, one's going to be able to TP to me. So I tried to bait 1 TP, it did not work. Now they're just 2 waiting, and I can't jump down. So what I'm going to do is just stall them here. And that's it. That's all my goal is here, is just to keep them stalled here so that they're so focused on me that they don't do anything else for my team, and maybe my team can 3v2 mid or something. But that's not happening, so we're literally just sitting here, and this is just 40 seconds of just pure nonsense. It's hilarious. So we noticed one left, so we tried to bait this one to. He did skill 2. He did try to TP up there. We got a Kizaru to pop up behind us, and he should be KO'd. Yeah. All right, so now we have a Niji here. I'm just gonna wait because I don't want to throw out a skill. Second Kizaru appears. Unfortunate, but we get the perfect dodge on the Niji skill. We get the knockdown. We now have Galaxy Impact. We know that Kizaru is going to just press a button, so I just went ahead and Galaxy Impacted Raw. And Niji dodging it doesn't mean anything, and now I have Blue Hole again, and I got to get down. I got to get from up here. We're getting pressed. He's going to jump down into that Galaxy Divide. I now have Galaxy Impact. I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to go up because I don't want to fight the Akainu on team boost while he has Magma dodges. So I'm just going to monitor where the Akainu is doing, and if he goes into the bubble or starts capturing the flag, I'll jump down. Looks like he's just full running away, which allows us to come up here and get one hit, and bam, Galaxy Impact. It's always one hit, dodge. We did Blue Hole because he used skill 2. We did Blue Hole anyway. Even if he did skill 1, we were still using the invincibility from Blue Hole, but he did skill 2, which is not invulnerable, and it went to the flag next to us, so we got the target lock, and that was perfect. We're going to help our Green Bull here, just get more damage on the Roger and the Akainu. Picked up the KO on the Akainu. Roger's going to get this flag just because of the free perfect dodge, and he's got a Blue Hole waiting on him right after. All right, we got to help capture this flag for Green Bull, and that should be our win condition. There should be no way that they get this flag back. Here, I'm really unlucky because I have Galaxy Impact. I can't use it here. I was waiting to dodge, but the tree blocked my line of sight on the Kizaru, so I couldn't see him. So he ended up just KOing me, and I ended up wasting the Galaxy Impact. But they don't have a runner that's able to teleport to D. Just to ensure that we win, I'm just going to go up and help capture C, just in case for some reason somebody does manage to capture D, and should just be GG. But yeah, pretty good game, especially considering 3 Kizarus. It's always a little tough to play them, but when you have maps like Saboldi and things where you have like elevation and ways to get away from them, and it's not like flat ground, it's not too bad. But yeah, 7 KOs, and we move on to the next game. All right, and this one, it looks like we have another 3 Kizaru game, but we're going to play this one a little more seriously. Not going to do the fun Mexican standoff that we did on the last one. But I'm assessing if it's safe to capture the flags, and the Kizarus all went up and they're not paying attention, so I don't have to worry about clones here. So I capture the flag. I'm going to go up and help our team because there are 3 Kizarus up top. So we're going to see if we can help with the bubble invincibility. This guy does not have full HP, end up just picking up a raw KO. I think what happened is he got hit by Jabra skill at the same time that I punched. So that actually looked like multi-hit. But here we just kind of get unlucky. It was just low enough damage to not KO the Kizaru. And I'm trying to not get KO'd by skill, so I ended up Galaxy Impacting. And I hate to do the solo Galaxy Impact, but it was necessary. So we're going to jump down here and assist our teammate. Seems like he's caught in a bad position, and it was a Kizaru pressing our Jabra, but did not expect the drop down Garp. So we end up picking a KO up there. And we're going to go back top, help mid now. Because we can't capture. Like I'm a slow capture, it's 150%. There's no point. But this is a Whitebeard that we can bully. So pick up a free KO there. Kizaru is not full HP. We have all of our resources. Like I said, their first instinct is always heal. There, I'm spamming buttons here because I would have just gotten KO'd. The Kizaru was full HP, and I knew that, but I wanted to abuse the invulnerability and perhaps pick up some like stray hits on Garp, and we ended up getting the KO and walking away with it, which is nice. Lucci, we're just going to try to bait with Blue Hole, but then Kizaru shows up, so he didn't have skill 1 for some reason, and just feeding us Galaxy Impact, so we're going to take this back. I wish I would have given it to Fuji, but I did dodge onto the flag, and there was nothing I could do there. All right. That Kizaru I saw wasn't full HP, so I knew the Galaxy Divide was safe. There's a second one behind me. I'm doing this for the first Kizaru. And now I have Galaxy Impact and Galaxy Impact again. All right, and they have Team Boost. I'm just gonna sit here and try to help defend this. There's always a Kizaru present. It's just super tough. But we're throwing that out for Garp. I kind of get unlucky here. Too many hitboxes going out all around me. But we ended up getting KO'd. But that doesn't really matter. Treasure's still safe, and now we're on Dark Roger. So if anything, we can just press the E flag if I really needed to, but we don't have enough time. So all I have to do is defend. And Lucci ended up coming up, which he wasn't going to capture in time anyway, but let's just make sure he definitely doesn't capture in time by staying on the flag. And yeah, GG. All right, and now we get Arlong Park. Obviously, a really good map for Garp, and this match particularly was one of my favorites. We're gonna look to hit Fuji with the skill, but he was being mindful of it, so we'll just pick up the hits afterwards, and he ends up getting immediately KO'd. I need to get off of that treasure area in case Kizaru does skill 1, because I don't want to get hit with the clones. We saw he skill 1, and he dodged in front of us, so now he's in a bad position, and we have Galaxy Divide for if he does dodge again. Unfortunately, it did miss because of the height on his skill 2, but we have Blue Hole coming back up, so just see what he does. I don't want to press too close because Blue Hole wasn't actually up, and he probably would have normal me to death, but after he started committing options there on my teammate, I knew it was safe to just Blue Hole him and get him out of there. Now, Galaxy Impact here, unfortunately, does suck because there are 2 Green Bulls, so I'm losing my attack stacks, but it does still do really good damage. It still ignores damage reduction. So it's still safe to throw out, or like worthwhile to throw out. Yeah, and we just end up picking up a KO on the Green Bull. Just a bad case of hitbox rush here, but it pushed us behind the Jinbei with our normals. So we're just going to step away, kind of let Zoro handle that, and then we'll throw out a Galaxy Divide to support him. But that guy's one shot. And now Fujitora, we know that we're going to be able to KO, so I don't want to waste a skill when I don't need to. Zoro did the good thing and KO the Jinbei. Now we're just keeping an eye out on our team, see what we can help. Can't really get around the water to assist our Fujitora, and I don't really want to press the Green Bull too much. Here I'm just throwing out damage, ignoring hitboxes, but I'm not gonna. I lost my attack stacks by attacking him, so I'm not gonna be able to KO the Green Bull. So I just did the damage for my team and then pulled off. And I'm just kind of patrolling these waters to make sure that they don't ever really get any headway towards our flags. But we go help pick up the KO on the Lucci. We now have all of our cooldowns and getting pretty close to a Galaxy Impact. And now I kind of want to watch for Kizaru. I see the free Jinbei though, and I couldn't help myself. And Kizaru ends up TPing on us, but he did not KO. We have Galaxy Impact from hitting the Jinbei. So what we're going to do here is our Kizaru is going to normal attack him. As soon as we saw the normals land, we just throw out the Blue Hole. Because he's not full HP, there's a very strong possibility to pick up the KO. I don't want to waste Galaxy Impact here, even though it would KO him. I'd rather use it elsewhere. So I just take one of his lives, make it a little easier to KO him, and then I take the Galaxy Impact towards their runner because that's a bigger threat. And then our Kizaru finishes off their Kizaru. And now we're just good here. All we have to do is defend. We have a Green Bull planted. There's really nothing they can do. I'm watching for Lucci. So even if they had more time, he was still going to get KO'd. And yeah, GG. But really good teamwork there. I love the collaboration between me and Laguna for that Kizaru, where I support him, he supports me. He got the normals, allowed me to Blue Hole. He just stayed back and watched, didn't overcommit, and then I pulled off, and then he finished it. It was just really good back and forth, but always fun to see good teamwork. But yeah, let's move on to the next match. All right, so this is a rarity of Bounty Rush where there are no Kizarus on the enemy team. Doesn't mean I get to be like super ignorant, but I'm playing on like previous Annie now, where I'm fighting Kaidos and Luchis and mirror matching with Garp. Balsanji took that Garp shield. We know he has no shield, so I'm able to like drop down there pretty quickly. But what I want to do here is mostly KO the Dark Roger after capping. But somebody else ends up doing it. Green Bull did. I'm going to jump down because I just lost my shield for no reason. And then I'm going to go back up, use the invincibility, and hopefully get my shield back, but also just to stall for my cooldowns. You see Galaxy Divide's almost up. And now we have Galaxy Divide. I'm going to back up here, throw out the Galaxy Divide, end up picking up a KO on both because Balsanji took the Garp shield. And now we have a Galaxy Impact fully primed. And we're going to go down here and press the Kaido, get him off of the flag. So that is the most unsafe option he could have chosen. And yeah, so now we're just going to patrol this flag. We know we have a runner here, so I'm just going to KO the light shanks to make sure he doesn't stop him. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait this out. He ends up dying to Zoro because he was waiting to dodge my abilities. I don't feel the need to pick up KOs all the time. If they're going to get KO'd anyway, then that's fine with me. So now I'm just going to sit here for probably the rest of the game because this is a really hard position to press as Garp. Or press against Garp. If you have a fully stacked Garp down here, it's so hard to get down here from spawn. So here, Dark Roger, we know he's going to try to skill 1 and use the invincibility. And so we punched, baited his dodge, and then we dodged his skill 1 because we knew he wasn't going to capture the flag. But if he did capture the flag, he was still getting KO by Blue Hole. So there was no harm in waiting. Just be patient. We know we're not going to get pressed by Kaido because he will just die. Yamato, bless her soul, is brave. But obviously she loses this. So I feel bad for it. It feels like abuse, but sometimes that has to happen. I have faith that my team's going to recapture. I'm still just going to hold this flag because of how strong of a position it is. And I know it's important for them to try to get this back. Kaido ends up jumping down directly in front of me, which is not a good idea. We know Roger learned his lesson, so he's not going to jump down here. So I'm going to go up to meet the Roger because he's their runner. He's their best runner, and we can always jump back down for Bluno. But Roger is just running, and yeah, that's a blue hole waiting to happen. I'm going to jump down here. I have a Bluno here. I'm just going to go with the Galaxy Impact. And yeah, it's GG. Didn't do anything. All we did was really hold a position. And I do this with S-Bear as well as Garp, just to make it hard for them to recapture that. But having a very strong character in that position is usually a winning position on Saudi. All right, and for our last game, we have another 3 Kizaru game. Surprise, who'd have thought? And a Green Roger. So Roger's obviously a bully target, but I do still like to help with the Kizarus. So my priority starts with those, and I'm like, all right, I can't do anything there. So let's pull off, threaten the Roger. I tried to throw Galaxy Divide at him while he was walking away, and unfortunately it targeted the Kizaru close to me, so I ended up getting cooked. And it's a pretty sad moment, but it's fine. My team ended up capping mid. So we're just going as Atlas, and if I die, I die, but the idea is just to kind of meme. I see a low HP Kizaru dodge onto point, so I throw the skill 1 at him, get him low. My Kizaru got Happy Meal, so he should be able to pick up those KOs, so I don't need to be there. So I'm going to go over here and help with this one. We end up getting the perfect dodge on his normals, knock him down. I'm going to back off so he doesn't have like clear line of sight on me. My Kizaru got perfect dodge, but we finish him off with AK normals. Some actually really good damage on Atlas. And yeah, so we're going to just pull off of this flag here because I'm not a defender. I don't want to sit on it. We got team boost. And what I'm going to do is chase the Lucci because I see my Kizaru TP'd away. So I start flying after him. He does the Rokogon, unfortunately, and it does knock me out of my skill 1. But I have 2 Kizarus on him now, so I'm going to go plant by Happy Meal just to make sure that my team gets this and theirs doesn't. Lucci manages to actually escape the Kizarus, and I see him approaching me. I have no dodge. So I'm like, all right, I got to throw out the normal attack. End up knocking him down. Saves us some time. I get the perfect dodge, which is crucial. End up picking up the KO and getting the Happy Meal, and I'm like, okay, it's my time to shine, dude. So I see Fuji capping this. I start charging up the punch. perfect timing. He can't dodge off of 469,000. 469,000. That is has to be the highest number ever recorded in Bounty Rush in a game. And it came from Atlas. It's so fucking nice. And we didn't even have team boost, guys. Can you imagine? That would have been like at least 700, 800K with team boost. We could have seen the first mill on Bounty Rush. But yeah, absolutely insane, dude. And now we're on Garp again, up 4-1, 45 seconds. All we have to do is not throw. So I'm not going to let the Fuji rat. I throw out 2 hitboxes just to bait his dodge, pick up the KO. We move on. We have team boost now. I can't stop the shanks, so I'm just going to time for after he captures. Gets him to 1 HP. I do have to help here. All right, I'm going to throw out 2 hitboxes, and I'm going to dodge. Luckily, we ended up dodging, getting the perfect dodge on the Roger or the Commissary, but I think we would have perfect dodged any of the abilities. But I didn't want to die, so I pulled off until Blue Hole came back, and then Blue Hole back in, got 2 kills, got the Galaxy Impact, lingering hitbox, caught the Kizaru, 10 seconds left. There's nothing I can do here, so I'm just going to meme for the end here, and got another Galaxy Impact, and it ends up picking up the KO on the Lucci and the Fujitora, properly padding the stat screen. But yeah, such a fun game, dude. That Atlas punch was everything I live for in Bounty Rush.